We mentioned always sunny in North London before the game, and it still is. This is just how well they've done. 6 wins, 12 goals scored, no goals allowed. Surely all smiles for Mikel Arteta after the match. Here he is.
And then 2 of your older players combined for the first goal. In Miles Lewis-Skelly and Nwaneri. How pleased were you to see those 2 combine in the way that they did?
Again, a lot of academy players, 2 of them scoring today and taking us to the quarterfinals. It was a special evening.
And just finally, it's now 11 clean sheets from 14 games. Whichever team you seem to put out, whichever defensive partnership you seem to have, there seems to be that determination to keep that run going, particularly in defence. How are you instilling this determination in this team?
Very good. We have taken today that to a limit that I don't like so much because we gave some balls away and we had to defend some big open spaces. I think Kepa made a brilliant save early in the first half as well. We find a way to do it again, and it's a huge platform to win football matches, so very proud of it.
And on to the next one.
And on to the next one again in 2 days.
Brilliant. Thank you.
He's beaming, isn't he, Nige?
He's what?
Beaming, smiling. You can see how happy he is. We don't always see that side of him in interviews after matches.
He doesn't know what beaming is. Have you ever seen him smile like Arteta just smiled?
I actually do know what beaming is, actually, geezer.
Yeah, I know what beaming is.
He is smiling. Why would he not be smiling? You know, he's in a great position. I mean, Arsenal right now, the talk of world football, we talk about if they're one of the,
Nigel,
the best teams in world football.
Give it a try. See if you can do it.
Why don't you beam?
I'm beaming.
Wait for the camera.
It's hurting him. Look, it's hurting him. Yo, don't strain yourself there.
His muscles haven't worked that way before.
I'm not that miserable. Calm down.
Miserable.
Honestly, it's great for Mikel Arteta. He really has. It's been a project that's been working for a while, and now I think it's where it has to be. Again, same conversation we keep saying. There's no room for excuses, really and truly. They've got everything they need. They've got the strength in depth. They've got the quality. They can compete on all fronts. And today, good performance by an Arsenal team that was changed also against a Brighton side that are not going to be no mugs, not easy rollover, and they still got the result at home.
It's this season.
You think it is?
It's this season.
What makes you say that?
Look at what they've created defensively. They haven't allowed a goal at home. Defense wins championships. We talked about this on Numbers Don't Lie, powered by SofaScore. You can catch it on YouTube if you want, by the way. It is a masterclass defensively what they're doing in this start of the season. And if you want to win a Premier League, if you want to win a Champions League, you have to be solid in the back. And today they rolled out a back 4 that hasn't played together, I don't think, all season long, maybe perhaps in the previous Carabao Cup game. But getting Piero Hincapié involved, Mosquera involved, he has 8 good defenders. He has depth in those positions, versatility as well. And then the rest, as you go forward onto the 11, it kind of solves itself. There's quality all around the squad, and it feels like they've been going in crescendo season after season. And on top of that, consider the drop-off from the usual top dogs that they're fighting against in the Premier League. Manchester City, Liverpool.
I wouldn't say it's a given. I think they're front runners for sure.
Nothing is a given, but this season has to be it.
It has to be, yes. They're leading the race right about now. That's what I would say with Arsenal for me. They're leading the race for sure, but I still feel that there's more twists and turns to go. There's a long season ahead of us, a lot of football to be played still, a lot of other things. Right about now, they're where they need to be. But can they be that horse that leads and goes all the way across the finishing line? Now they're leading. The pack is chasing, and there's some interesting teams that you've got to play against that can get them on. Anyone could be anyone in their day.
Look at the last couple of seasons, though. They understand what it takes to go to the very end. It's been devastating for Arsenal over the last couple of seasons where they gave it 100%, and it slipped like sand through their fingers in a couple of Premier League seasons. They have that experience. And seeing their context around them in the Premier League, understanding that this strong start puts them in pole position to walk away with the Premier League, it just feels like this is finally, Arsenal fans have been waiting so long, and they're in a really good position to win.
You said they've got the experience to watch it slip through their hands like sand. They don't have the experience to finish the job.
But they understand what it takes. They need to go even more than where they've gone.
To finish it. They've never done it, so I can understand what it takes.
And that has been the criticism.
That's exactly it.
They haven't got any
That's an issue.
winners on the team, and that's something that hasn't changed this season.
That's it. Experience is the definition of experience is actually knowing it's something that you did before. It's something that you've
But they're there. They knocked on the door. They got to open it.
But
They knocked on the door. They didn't open it, though, did they?
They didn't open it yet. They didn't. I think they will open it this season at some capacity, right, in one of these tournaments, in one of these competitions. But I will say I do like the maturity level also with the football when in many games is 0-0 in the 60th minute, 70th minute. And when teams are tight or when teams are not sure of who they are or they're not sure that the level that they are, then you can get tight. You can try things you don't try. You get hit on the counter. They've been patient. They know they're not going to concede goals, right? They concede very little. Maybe the best defense in Europe, right?
They know who they are.
They know who they are. So come 50, 60, 70th minute, they know they're going to put together play. And guess what? If they don't put together play, they know a set piece is coming at some point.
Right.
So there's this confidence, there's a composure with the way that they play, there's a tempo with the way that they play, and that's why I think this year is probably going to be their year.
The 50th, 60th game of the season, I understand what you guys are saying, but there's a first time for everything. So I don't really agree with your logic. They've been through the grinder before and lost, and that must serve as motivation.
No, we're not saying they can't do
to
it.
go through the gauntlet.
We're not saying they can't do it.
I know,
but you're saying like they've been
they had
through
experience.
for the journey, but they haven't because they haven't done it. You've got to finish it.
There's a first time for everything.